All right, this is our ankle scrub, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're working our ankle mobility, but also this is great for general calf mobilization and helping to mobilize the tissues around your Achilles, working up into your calf here, okay? So what you need is a foam roller that's got some stiffness to it. You shouldn't be able to squeeze it very much. It needs some texture to it, okay? Because you're gonna need to sort of grip our skin and be able to move around on this roller without it sliding underneath us, okay? So we're going to start here. I'm going to keep one ankle on top of it, just above my heel. So I'm at the very base of the Achilles as it inserts into my heel, okay? So from here, if this isn't providing much feedback, you don't feel much, that's great. That's a good sign. If you're feeling sensitive here, then you're just going to have one leg on top. But if you want extra pressure, then you'll keep your other foot on top of this. But our goal essentially is to be moving side to side and even keeping that leg stationary, and we're just kind of tugging the skin side to side while keeping some pressure on this, okay? Normal tissues do not feel pain whenever you're applying pressure or pulling side to side. If you're noticing that the skin is stiff, then it's not gonna like slide back and forth across the back of your heel very well, okay? So this is restoring some of those sliding surfaces on a superficial level from where the skin connects to the tissue underneath, but also with the massage, you're getting a little bit deeper. So this is more of a rotation rather than a global up and down type of a movement. We're working in a more pinpoint area, working up and or side to side on that. So keeping some extra pressure, I'm able to get deeper into that. So with just my extra leg on top, I can press down with that leg while keeping the bottom leg more relaxed. I'm pressing down with the top leg to get more pressure deeper into that. I'm creating sort of a stretch by pressing into the Achilles tendon there. Okay, and I'm just going to work up inch by inch, working side to side, and I can even pause on a point if I'm feeling some pain here or some stiffness, a little feedback. That's just an opportunity for me to improve how that tissue is feeling, okay? So I can do a couple things here. One, I can stay on that tender spot and I can move up and down. Adding some movement on that can help that tissue move better. And you might notice that the pain starts to go away just by adding some movement while sustaining some pressure on top of that. The other thing I can do is I can relax, and then I'm going to do my PNF breathing. So that's a 4-second inhale. Generally make it tight. You kind of flex your toes and your calf, and then hold your breath for a few seconds, and then relax and press into that. See if you can get a little bit deeper. And do that as many times as you need to. 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, and then the 8 to 10-second exhale to relax and go a little bit deeper into that pressure. And what that is doing is that's reprogramming our brain muscle connection here, telling our body it's okay, we can relax, we can release that, we don't have to protect it, keep it stiff. So I'm just going to keep working my way up. As I feel that release, I don't feel as much tenderness to it, I can work my way up and just continue to work side to side, pull that skin side to side, rotating on up, and we're going to get up into about halfway up the back of the calf here, or back of the lower leg. Once you get into the base of this big meat of the calf muscle, you're not going to get as much done inside of this big muscle here. The place we're going to stop is just about that halfway point where the Achilles is meshing into that muscle. So as you work through that, you can have movement up and down with your foot, flexing it up and down, pulling side to side, add breathing in there if you need that. I found an interesting spot for myself here. I'm going to do a little breath, tighten it up, and then exhale. Nice and slow. Really only need about 3 to 4 minutes per side hanging out on that. That's enough. And then you switch sides. Okay? Now, again, I'm going to start at the base of the Achilles, close to the heel, and I'm going to just work side to side on that, pull the skin side to side, gradually working my way up the leg. Take your time, you're in no rush. If you're not feeling a lot and you want to get a lot of extra pressure, all you gotta do is press your hands into the floor to lift yourself up. You're gonna get a lot more pressure into that leg and press down with the top leg. You get as much pressure as you can get on top of the roller by doing this, okay? So, keep working your way up, just 3 to 4 minutes per side, adding movement. And you might even get some funny marks on your legs from going deep into that, getting some nice pressure into that front of the roller. That's good feedback, knowing that you put in the proper pressure and you have something that's getting deeper in there. So I'm gonna work side to side on this. It's feeling good. I'm noticing I got a stiff spot right here, so I'm gonna try to add some movement into that. I'm gonna press deeper into that with the top leg. And move up a little bit. This side's not quite as much as my other side. You can find which side that you're using more, or you're compensating more, or you're dealing with some more stiffness by taking your time on this. You find areas that need more attention, you stay on that, add some breathing. And exhale. Feel good. Just 3 to 4 minutes a side. And that's one more tool in your tool belt for working on your mobility and your recovery for your ankles.